Hello, good evening. God bless you. Today I have come. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be back with some natural light. Okay. Okay. So, good afternoon. Okay. Good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. So, this evening I have come for us to talk about as you know, come to talk about mental health and COVID. When we say COVID induced mental health, which means mental health problem that is caused because of this pandemic. So basically, it's something that we have to talk about because, um, as you know, as you know, London, the whole of United Kingdom, we have gone back to a total lockdown because of COVID-19. And the issue of coronavirus is rising, and we have more patients. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to bring you, Israeli. I'm trying to bring you on. Yeah. Are you there? Okay. Can you turn down your music, please? Can you turn down your music, please? Is- Israeli, can you turn down your music? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. How are you? Welcome on board. You all right? Okay, so basically, I've come to talk about how we can cope with mental health and without going to, look at so much statistics, you know. Sorry about that. That music is not ideal for my presentation. So today is bonfire night, so you can hear those fireworks going around outside. So I come forth to talk about mental health and how we can support ourselves. As you know that United Kingdom has gone back to total lockdown, and a lot of people may be stressed, and not even maybe it will be stressed or are stressed right now because we already been through it before. We already been through this lockdown before. That was and in April, in March, April, May, June, and then we are out, and then we are back again. And a lot of people, right? The statistics shows that more than 30,000, even 30,000 nurses and other people, they are having mental health problem. Even children are having mental health problem. Even adults are having mental health problem. So, and the mental health problem is not because they inherit it, it's because of the COVID-19 and all the things that have been going on around this COVID-19, around what the parliament is doing. So, this evening, I just want to share a few tips that will help us to support ourselves because, like it or not, we are gone back to lockdown. So, and the same way we coped before, I just want us to go back to it again. So, first thing we need to do, you have to understand your feelings, okay? Understanding that difficult feelings you are having. So that's number one thing. What I want you to know is that this whole thing is not going to last forever. Okay? Just have that, just have this in your mind that this problem we are currently in is not going to last forever. As we all know, a popular saying that change is permanent. Change is one thing that is permanent, and that is the main thing I have to tell you. A lot of people have tried to commit suicide. A lot of people have tried to, you know, kill their loved ones because they can't take the shame, because business are collapsing, money is finishing, people are stressed, no job, people are losing jobs, mental health illnesses is rising higher. Even people that don't have mental health diagnosis now, they have mental health diagnosis. Some people have it and they're not even speaking up. So understand, one thing you have to understand, you have to understand this difficult feeling, that this is experience that we are having now, and that this experience is not going to last forever. Things might be hard right now, but remember that it will not be forever. So that's number one thing. So when you're thinking of doing something stupid or doing something silly because of this lockdown again, just remember that we were there before and we came out. Even though it's not a good experience, it has happened, it has happened, and we cannot do anything stupid. Just that we have to live with it. We have to live with it. So all I'm saying to you is know that it won't last forever. The next thing we have to do is you have to find ways to connect with people. Remember when we had the first lockdown, we did a lot of connection. We connected through internet, through Facebook, through YouTube. Also, we did a lot of Teams. We connect through Google. We connect through Zoom. There were a lot of strategies we used to connect to each other. Although connecting with people online is not the same, because that closeness, that cohesion, you know we need that cohesiveness with each other, but is not there anymore for now. So just try and bring back yourself. I just want you to come to the terms with this. Just know that this is the lockdown is happening again. So look for those things you used to do before. Bring back the connection, bring back your Zoom, bring back your Facebook, bring back your YouTube. Do those things you used to do, and keep in touch with your friends. And you can also share your worries. If you're worried or you worry about anything, you can share your worries with your friend. You can watch television show, you can do quizzes, you can speak up, you know. So that's why, when people say they want to regulate media in some countries, they don't really know, because a lot of people, this Facebook and other media have been a source of support, a source of consolation. So come, sign up back on your account and relate with people. Do some posting, watch some videos on Facebook and YouTube, on Instagram, and just, be happy. Just like I said, it's not going to be forever, okay? And also you can do what we call a group chat, where you can bring different friends together online and you chat with them. So that's number one too. Number one tips. Number two tips. Keep in touch with others digitally. The first one is you have to know that this feeling is not forever. It will go. Okay? And then please don't isolate yourself. I'm talking about mental health. A lot of people isolate themselves and then they get into depression, they get into anxiety, and all sort of things. So try, do group activities on Zoom, even if it is just a small group. Count numbers from 10 to 20, 20 to 1 again. Try to exercise your brain, like 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So when you get to 20, you come down again. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is to keep your nerves down and also to also keep your brain alert. So you keep doing that. So you count up and you count down. And also you can also look at common events like happening in the country. What do we have? Easter, we have Easter, we have Halloween, we have bonfire night. Try to recall things. What I'm trying to say is just to try to make your brain to work. Try to do some activities. Try to do some little maths or English, anything you love to do. Read papers, just stimulate your brain and distract yourself. Okay, that will really help you to maintain your mental health. Okay, and then the next thing I have to say here is, if you have experience, if you're experiencing something, let's say that you wake up and you're feeling very low, and you don't really want to come out of bed, or you see yourself being so tearful, and because you look at your business has closed down, you look at you don't have money, you look everything around you seem to be collapsing, that is the time you need to pick your phone and ring somebody. Don't stay in isolation. You call someone and talk to them and tell them how you feel. Share your feeling that helps you to manage that loneliness. In fact, even if you don't have anybody to speak to, type your feelings online. Don't mind anybody. Just say, okay, I'm feeling low. What can I do? People can, talk to you. In fact, even if you come on my page and write something, I will reply you. Okay, I'll reply you. So share your feelings with other people, especially when you feel you're low. Just share your feelings. And then remember, this is winter. So remember your routine, in winter. So in winter, if you like to have that cozy blanket, you like your hot chocolate tea, and also you like watching comedy. So because the weather is cold, and if you still like to go outside and make a cup of tea in your garden, or you like to go and walk around your gardens, just make yourself comfortable. You understand? So whatever you love to do during the winter, bring it back. If you love to cook and you love to do baking, do some bakings. Do some bakings, you know, anything you like to do, keep yourself warm, For the elderly people, get your hot water bottle and get your big blanket, and also get your dressing gown, cover yourself. You can just stay outside. You can stay outside by your dining. You can make your fireplace warm, eat your cake, drink your cup of tea, and in the morning you can just take a stroll to your garden. Just walk around your garden, make sure you are properly covered, and then you come back. You can walk, like you walk to the front and you come back, you go back and forward like that, just to make sure that you exercise your limbs, and also to prevent you from having too much pains and aches. So you just do a little activity, and make sure you wear your stockings as well. So if you have those test stockings from hospital, you wear it. If you don't have, make sure you have those thick stockings. I'm talking about elderly people. Wear your stockings, and make sure that you don't sit so long in one place to avoid blood clot. You know what I'm talking about? Blood clot that can lead to what we call pulmonary embolism, because this is what lockdown will cause. A lot of people will have heart attack or cardiac arrest because they are not moving about, and then the blood clot is formed, and then it gets into their heart and block the arteries. So go to the garden, walk around, wear your stocking, cover yourself, make yourself very warm, and walk in the morning, and even in the evening around 3 o'clock or 4 tea time. Make your cup of tea, walk in the garden, and sit down. Okay, and then don't forget to make phone call your daughter, call your son, and call your grandchild. And if you're a daughter, call your mom, call your dad, and make sure you keep in touch with them. If we are if they are in the care home, you can make a call. We don't have to leave our old parent alone. We still have to make contact with them, especially in this lockdown time. It's very important. So, and If you know that you are going outside as elderly person, I also recommend that you can wear your mask while you're walking around your garden. You can just wear your mask as well. And then the next thing I just want to say is that for everybody, make sure you have vitamin D um capsule, whether it's capsule you're going to find or a tablet. Every day, 1000 IU, make sure you get vitamin D. You take it because we don't have sun, so make sure you take your vitamin D every day. Vitamin D has been found to the D3 to protect against lungs disorders, like also prevent you from getting diseases, so you boost your immune system. So try and make sure you have vitamin D as much as possible. So so that's what I just want to say on that. Make sure if you see the little sun that come out in the morning around 10 o'clock, you can stay under the sun. But if you don't find the sunlight, make sure you take your vitamin D, okay? Um so sit in your back garden. People like, a lot of people, they like to do, those stars. They said, I'm Iris, I'm Leo, I'm Sagittarius, and Cancer, whatever. Just get some magazine and try to look at stars. Just make something that makes you happy and take those pressure from you. Just do that. Stay in the cold air, cover yourself, drink your cup of tea, in your garden, and then do your read your newspapers, and then do those puzzles, and also look at those stars and see, anything that can distract you. So look at way of passing the winter, you know so try as much as possible to do something. I also suggest that you can do some drawing and painting. If you are someone that knows how to draw, I don't what I'm trying to say that is something that I want people to help with support of your mental health, because coronavirus have messed up a lot of people's mental health. In fact, especially children. But thank goodness that the children are still going to school, and even some of them still need support. So try as much as possible, get into the habit of doing something that you love to do. Do some drawings, do some paintings. If you like to write book, use that time to be writing book. It's not like, don't sit down and cry, because it's like crying over spilled milk. You understand? When a milk has spilled, it doesn't matter how you cry, you can't get it back. They've said they've closed it down for 1 month, 4 weeks. We don't know after 4 weeks if they will not close it down again. You get what I mean? So all you have to do, try to engage your brain to do something that you love to do. So do some painting, do some coloring, do some writing, write some book. It's something that can help you to improve your mental health. If you know how to knit, do some knitting. You can order wool online. You can order some wool online, and then you can use that wool and do some knitting. Do knitting scarf, knitting blanket, anything you can do, and that will be really good. Do some DIY as well. Don't engage in crying or beating yourself up. Use your time to do DIY. Get some painting, paint your kitchen, fix some cupboard, get some nail and hammer, do stuff, do something. Move your chairs and do some cleaning. Empty the time to air the mattress, change things around, do some DIY. Just put your routine. Okay, today I'm going to be painting my kitchen, or today I am going to be tiling my kitchen. You can get those stores like B&Q. They still open. You can order things and then use that time to tile your kitchen, to do your back garden. You haven't had the time to do your mowing in your back garden. Go and buy your mower and then use it and clear your back garden. It's a time for you to go to that your garage. You have stored so many things, arrange them and put them things properly in the garage. So use this time to do a lot of things. You can also do meditation. If you're a Christian like me, it's time for you to pray. I've cultivated the habit, and I also told my children during that lockdown, we have to pray 3 times a day. So you do 6 a.m., 12 o'clock, and 6 p.m. Okay? And I said to them, wherever you are, even after the lockdown, we continue. You pray 6 a.m. in the morning, in the afternoon, you pray. Not only that you are praying, but we call meditation, where you just sit down, and have that time, that quietness with God, you know. Just have that time to yourself and be free, and free yourself and free your mind. You can do that once or twice a day. It helps with your mental health. It helps. Meditation is very important. You know, just meditate and just think about something beautiful. Think about that beautiful holiday you went, or think about the place you wanted to visit and you couldn't get there. Think about something imaginary, that will make you happy. So meditation is very good as well. So try that. Do you love music? This is the time, lockdown time. It's time for you to listen to your music, soft music. You can choose your radio station that you love. Maybe you want to listen to I'm not a very fan of radio. Maybe Capital FM, or you want to listen to smooth radio where they play lots of soft music. You tone it down and you play it and you listen to it. It helps. You can play spiritual songs, worship. They are very good. Especially worship, it just takes you closer to God, and it lifts up all the burden that you had, the burden of this mental health problem, the burden of COVID-19 that induces mental health problem. By the time you worship and you read your Bible, and you find out that it has lifted that burden from you. Maybe you were trying to like do something silly, or your mind is telling you that you should just go and harm yourself, or go and drink and get drunk, or go and take drugs. But by the time you sit down and open your Bible, and or you do your meditation, or you do yoga, you find out that that feeling of self-harm will just wear off. So try as much as possible. If you have a musical instrument, you use it to sing, to play your guitar, your piano, your violin. Do something. If you have your grandchildren, you can sing along with them online. Can do Zoom. Your grandchildren, your daughter, they can sing with you online. So this is a time for us to keep our mental health healthy. It's not a time to indulge in self-blame, or blaming of Boris, or blaming of government. They've done wrong from A to Z, yes, but your health is your wealth, and that is very important. So try all these things I'm saying. It helps. If you have bicycle, you can cycle around where you live, as long as you keep your social distancing and you are also covering your face. You can cycle around. That also helps. So, and I also want to say that you have to do exercise, and also eat well, eat properly, because you're not going anywhere. Therefore, anything you eat, will make you to add lots of weight. And especially don't eat at night, because at night, that is when the fat is being processed and stored in the body. So you can eat anything you want to eat, but eat it in smaller quantity. But at night, try as much as possible to ensure that you eat smaller portion of food, maybe something light, so that your body can break it down. Because if you eat too many things that is heavy, remember, especially fatty food, is going to put pressure on your coronary arteries. And a lot of people during the first lockdown have died from heart attack more than anything else, because they end up having atrial fibrillation or acute myocardial infarction, but for the fear of going to hospital, they died at home. So try as much as possible to eat healthy and drink enough water. Stay hydrated, drink enough water, eat fruit and eat a lot of vegetable, drink enough water. Okay. And I just want to also ask that you have to prevent yourself from being stressed. Even though you know you're stressed, just try to do those things to get yourself out of that stress. So be active as much as you can. Stay active is very good. And how can you do that? You can do hoovering at home, hoover your house, and then dance. You know, the last time when we had that lockdown, that was we call it global lockdown. We had a lot of dancing competition. Now we have this song that is streaming everywhere, Jerusalem. A lot of people are dancing. If you have not heard it, it's time for you to play. Organize dance, do some dancing, listen to the music, dance together, dance alone. If you're husband and wife, dance with your partner. And if you have children, dance with them when they are back to school. If you don't have anybody to dance with you, turn on your YouTube or turn on your Facebook and start to dance, and then people will at least like what you're doing. Okay, so try to dance and also do cleaning of your house. Like I said, you can hoover, and also you can also do some exercise like sit-up exercises is very important. Okay, so there's nothing we can do. We are being locked down again. So you just have to try as much as possible to keep your mental health healthy. That's what I'm talking about. Because everybody is stressed. A lot of people are trying to harm themselves. Please listen to this video and do these things that I'm telling you to really help you to alleviate mental health. Okay? So get some projects, anything you couldn't finish, it's time for you to spend time to do it. You know, do some drawing, do some painting, do some writing, do your DIY, do your do your cleaning of your houses and all that. You find out that you get better. So take care with news. Take care with news and information. I have to tell you that a lot of people that were listening to news on social media, they are good and bad. It's not all the news you hear on social media that you're going to listen to, because some of the news are fake news. Are you getting me? Some of them are fake news, and some people are just killjoys. We call them killjoys because all the time they come online, they're trying to say things that will make you, sad. And a lot of myth, when I mean myth, the myth and fallacies on this COVID-19. A lot of people have said so many things. And all these things they are saying is unfounded because there's no research evidence showing that what they are saying is right. Some people will say that it's a deliberate act to lock people down because the government want to have one controlling system so that they will use that system to be able to clone people and be able to give people antichrist mark and all that. But I am a medical practitioner. I work in the hospital. I will tell you that in the month of May, in the trust I work, we didn't have no COVID case. In June, we have 2. In July, we have 5. In August, we still had 5. But as at today, I'm talking to you, we have 30 new cases of COVID-19. So when someone is telling you that they are locking down, it's just because it's a fallacy, just because the government want to control people, because the government want people to depend on their finance, and then after the government make people to depend on their finance, then they're going to give them 666. That is unfounded information. So don't listen to such information. Which government will be happy to shut down their business and then ruin his economy. No government would like to take his country to recession, but COVID-19 is a situation that is beyond the control of even the government or even we as individuals. We've done everything. We wash our hands, we cover our face, keep social distancing, but yet there are some unscrupulous elements, some people that don't want to believe it. They don't wear the mask, they don't wash their hands, they don't keep distancing, they just go about spreading COVID, and now we are back to square one. So we just have to try to make sure that the emphasis here is that you have to be careful with the news that you're listening to, because a lot of people will record so many things and post it online, and some of them, by the time you finish listening to it, your mind will just blow up, or your head, you're like, oh my god, where am I? Be careful on the news you hear. So if you want to know a lot of site that you need to go to read, look at, type on Google COVID-19 useful contact. Type on Google COVID-19 useful contacts. If you type it on Google, it's going to bring out a lot of contact with COVID-19, and then it will give you, or you can say coronavirus useful contact. Then you're going to find reliable contact that you can get reliable news. You can also look at NHS COVID-19 website or web pages, or NHS coronavirus web pages. Those are reliable source of information. And you also can look at information on the UK government coronavirus web pages. So you can find those information there, and they are very reliable because a lot of news you hear, they are fake. You can also look at Public Health England coronavirus guideline, or um, um, or coronavirus guidelines, or contacts from Public Health England. So these are just few sources that I can mention to you. Try as much as possible to make sure that your time you are spending online is balanced. Don't spend time online listening to fake news and fake information that will make you scared, but listen to something that is positive, as I've mentioned earlier. And be careful who you're listening to. Okay, even some radio stations, you have to be careful. Okay, and then also try to keep your mood diary. What we mean your mood diary? Mood, how you feel. Write it and document it in your diary. Today I woke up, I feel low. You know, Today I woke up, I feel low. You write it there. Why did I feel low? Because I was thinking, because I've lost my business. My business has shut down. I don't have money. That was why my mood changed. So you write it down today. And then tomorrow you check yourself again. If you still wake up and your mood is still low, just like yesterday, try those things that I have said earlier, and keep try as much as possible. Do your meditation, do your prayer, listen to music, do exercise, do cleaning, do DIY, play music, do drawing, do painting, exercise, go outside, take a cup of tea, stay in the garden, keep warm. If you do all these things and it's not working, it's time for you to ring your GP, because you may be going through depression or anxiety. Okay, so try to keep your mood diary, because we cannot deny the fact that a lot of people are going to, go into bipolar. People are going to go into schizophrenia because of this COVID-19, but you can get yourself out of bipolar and schizophrenia or delirium by trying to do these things that I'm mentioning to you in this video. Whenever your mood is low, you can get yourself out of it by doing those things that I've listed from when we started. And also, if you know that you are feeling so anxious about this COVID-19, please call your GP. There's a referral that they can give to you. Even though you will not physically go, they can send a lot of information for you to read on how to cope with mental health problems, even when you are isolating. Right? So there are a lot of information. You can access mental health treatment and support online. So don't sit down. Now, before I wrap up what I was saying, um, I just want to say that your bills are still there, your rent is still there. You still need food, and you still need medicine, and also you need to look after your family. There is a support that the government has made available for people that are they are out of jobs, or because they are in lockdown, their business has been closed. Please go to your local authority, call them on the phone. They will direct you on how to fill the form, get those benefits. Please, it's not a scam, and it's not a way of the government giving people 666. COVID-19 is a circumstances beyond the government control. So if you refuse to go and get the benefit that is available for you to support yourself, to pay your bills and support your rent, and you say that it is because of government is trying to control the whole world because they want to give 666, I can tell you of a truth that the financial resources that is available is real. Go and collect it and support yourself. Don't die in silence. Don't die in isolation. Don't die in stress. Don't die in depression. Don't die alone. You have a lot of people. You have friends online. Even if you don't have friends, online, come online. A lot of people don't use social media. When you ask them, do you have WhatsApp? No. Facebook? No. Anything? No. Anybody that is doing that, they are doing themselves harm. If you know someone that doesn't do that, tell them they need to sign up to social media, because social media has helped a lot of people, including myself, to get back their self-esteem, you know. So you need to get back, you need to get them online. Try as much as possible. So my final advice now I move from general to the black people. From my years of experience as a lecturer and a medical practitioner, I have come to know, and I've come to realize that black people don't seek help. In fact, they don't even speak about mental health problems. They keep quiet until the time they come to report on their mental health to the GP. It's already too late. The black people always try to feel that everything is fine, even though they know that it's not, things are not good. They will pretend that everything is okay. So I am saying to you this night, if you're African, it doesn't matter where you come from, it's time for you to speak up. There are online counselors, and there are some counselors on the NHS website that you need to speak to. The living with mental health and denying the problem wasn't the whole thing. So in this COVID-19 second lockdown, I beg of you, try as much as possible to support your mental health. Follow all these things that I've said to you today, and you find out that you'll be able to cope. And if you cannot, and you want to drop me, you need support, please drop me a line. I'll be available to also support you. Even though I am still working, I'll find time to support you. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye.